Hello, everybody! The Field Blade 2 coming at you with my review of episode 2 of Outbreak Company. Now, first off, I wasn't originally going to review this series, but I was looking through my mail and I had someone asked me was I going to do weekly reviews of this series, and I was so happy that someone asked me that. I decided I would start doing this series just because it just made me happy that they liked my stuff that much that they actually asked me about this. So, here we go. First off, this episode is interesting. It starts off with Shuichi, where the last episode ended, where Shuichi finally meets the Empress of the country, and one of the he's getting introduced to the Empress, her advisor, and her head of the army, and the head of the army goes I loved how he was like, well, how valuable can this otaku culture be if someone so young can master it? And it's like, interesting question, but then again, he doesn't get it. And it's just Shuichi speaks up, he yells, he almost gets his head cut off, and I was loving that. But to move on, most of this episode was mostly Shinichi understanding the system of this country, how it has a class system and what it's like, and the fact that he's started teaching Misro and Petra, the Petrika, the Empress, how to read Japanese. Well, he discovers that he can't without the ring. The ring telepathically translates, and most of the culture cannot read or understand Japanese, so thus video games, anime, and such of that will not work to bring over for otaku culture, which was quite interesting, which I found really interesting in this episode. So he ends up deciding, okay, manga. So he creates this room. He makes this gigantic room with cardboard cutouts, figurines, and tons of manga, and this video game console. And it was like he brings in Brooke and Misra, and he's like, they go, is this otaku culture? He goes, yeah, check it out, go look, he has fun. And I'm seeing Brooke there, he's like blowing into this old cartridge, putting it in. It's like, and you got the jumbled visual graphics, like it's not working, and he's like, this is playing. He's like, this is even not working, and that was hilarious as hell. But to go on, again, most of the episode is him teaching. He teaches Misu a little Japanese, and then later on, Petrika gets pissed off. The Empress gets pissed off because a lowly servant knows how to read Japanese better than she does. And she freaking flips on Misa. And she freaking flipped, which is interesting, and she's about to hit her. And Shinichi grabs her arm and says, I will not take this. So she basically ends up in the end of the episode, towards the end, basically at the end of the episode, she ends up, Paycheck says to Shuichi that, one, she has to be the first one in her country to be able to read Japanese. Two, you cannot teach Mishu, the maid, her, Japanese unless she is around learning at the same time. Thus, the gist of this episode. The episode is about, quote, him getting an idea of the feel of the country, what media will work best, and then him standing up to pit the Empress towards the end, and then working a deal out on how things go. So that's my point of view on this episode. I think it was a good episode. I think it was strong. It's going to be fun. Again, one of my favorite perverted episodes is instances I loved in this episode. He had to be he's sitting down reading the manga. He's got the Empress on one side, the maid on the other. He's like, oh God, I got lowly boobies on one side and maid melons on the other. I'm like, whoa, this is awesome, but this is perverted. So I'm looking for some more perverted shit. Will he end up with anyone at the end? I'm wondering. Oh, and if so, will it be the Empress or the maid? Or will they throw in a third girl for us that could be a possibility? I don't know. But again, this was a good episode. It leaves interesting choices. It will be interesting how it develops, how things go forward, and how things happen. Thus, this is the Old Boy 82 saying, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. This is the Old Boy 82 signing out.